Hello dear student, today we are going to start our chapter polynomial and we are going to see today what are the basic thing, definition and types of the polynomial. Now what is mean by the polynomial? Polynomial in general, in 9th standard you have studied that the algebraic expression having the power as a whole number. Having powers of a variable as a whole number. Here again as 10th standard we have make some modification and standard definition of polynomial and algebraic expression in the form of a0 plus a1x plus a2x so on plus an xn where, now just observe this, okay, where a0, a1, a2, an are the real numbers, means these are the coefficient and that are the real number, and n is non-negative integer. This n is non-negative integer, means it is a whole. Then also an, this an not equal to 0, then that algebraic expression is called as a polynomial in x of degree n, because here highest power of variable is n and here it is denoted as p of x, polynomial in x, means this is only the standard form, in the standard form or generalized form of the algebraic, of the polynomial. Here a0, a1, a2 up to an are only the real numbers. For example, we can write x square plus 2. Here highest power of variable is 2 and x, this is the polynomial in x, okay. And now what is here a1 if you are taking, here is 1, okay, here 2, these are the real numbers. Again I can take another example, that is x square, or you can take x cube minus 4x square plus root 2. Root 2 is real number. So this is real number. Here it is a constant term. This is generally we are writing this in the descending order of power. So this is also. Now what about this x plus 1, x square plus 1 upon x? Is it a polynomial? No, it is not a polynomial, because here x, if you are writing in the standard form, it will be x raised to power minus 1, where the power of variable is negative integer. So this type of expression are not polynomial. But don't forget like this, root 2 or root 5 into x square plus x, this is the polynomial. Okay, now you know that very well what is the degree of the polynomial, the highest power of variable. Now whatever the example here, this 3 is the highest power, here 2 is the highest power, so degree of this p of x is 2. Here degree of p of x, is 3. But this is not a polynomial, so not need to worry degree 2 aggregate. This is not a polynomial actually, so you are not going to find its degree. Okay, now you know that the polynomials are classified on the basis of their terms, that you have already learned. If only one term is there, then it is called as a monomial. For example, x square is a monomial, minus 2x is a monomial. Okay, now binomial, if the two terms are there, suppose x plus 1, here x and 1 are the two terms separated by the addition, it is the binomial. Or x square minus x, this is also monomial. Trinomial, if the three terms are there and more than 3 terms, that are called as in general polynomial. That you have learned up till now. But now in a 10th standard we are going to focus the types of polynomial on the basis of their degree. This is all the classification and types of the polynomial, but these are on the basis of number of terms. Now if the polynomial have the degree 1, means highest power of variable is 1, then it is called as the linear polynomial, because it represents the single line. Okay, linear polynomial. What is general form? What is the degree? 1. Linear polynomial degree of 1. General form like this you can write ax plus b. This is the general form of polynomial. Okay. Now quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial degree is 2. If the polynomial degree highest power is 2, then it is the quadratic. General form is ax square plus bx plus c. These a, b, c are real numbers. Okay. This is only general form. Okay. Now cubic polynomial, that is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. This is the general form. If the degree is 3, it is called as a cubic. If the degree is 4, it is called as a biquadratic. Double of that. Biquadratic means ax raised to power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e. Okay, this degree is 4. It is the standard and general form. Sometimes that square, some terms are missing. You have done this standard form. You have to remember, because whenever you are going to form the division algorithm or division of the polynomials by the polynomial, you have to maintain the decreasing size, decreasing in the terms of decreasing power of variable. Here square, here 1, and here x raised to power 0, like this. Okay. Now these are the most important one. Now what is the constant polynomial? The constant polynomial means all the real number except 0 are called as a constant polynomial. For example, root 2 is a real number, single number, all the real numbers except 0, minus 1 by 2, 3, minus 5, these all the constant, or you can write 3 by 5. These all the numbers, all the real numbers are constant polynomial having degree 0. How it is 0? You can write root 2 into x raised to power 0. X raised to power 0 means 1. So this all the number except 0 are called as constant polynomial. Now what is 0 polynomial? I am talking about 0 polynomial, not 0 of the polynomial. Okay. 0 polynomial is, example is number 0 itself. Only 0 itself is called as a 0 polynomial, and the degree of 0 polynomial is not defined. Why it is not defined? Now 0 into any variable raised to the power, suppose 2, again 0, 0 x to the power 100 is also 0, means whatever the degree of x or power of x you are taking or variable you are taking, means you cannot define what is the exact power of x. So it is called as a not defined. Means अगर आपने 0 into x square किया तो भी 0 आता, 0 into x raised to power 100 किया तो भी आंसर 0 आता. मतलब x की पावर एग्जैक्टली क्या है हम बता नहीं सकते. So 0 polynomial degree is not defined. उसकी define नहीं कर सकते हम. और what is the 0 polynomial? Example is number 0 itself. We will again see some basic concepts. Now let us see what is the value of the polynomial. Now how to find the value of the polynomial? That if the some number or x is equal to some number is given, just replace the x by that number and you will get some another number that is called as the value of the polynomial at that number, that is x is equal to something. What is the proper definition of value of the polynomial? If p of x is a polynomial, p of x is any polynomial, suppose. Okay. Now that is the polynomial in x, and k is any real number, means k is any real number for x is equal to k. Then the number obtained by replacing the x by k. Suppose p of x is x square plus 1. Now what is another number? Suppose I take x is equal to 1. What you have to find? You have to find the value of p of x at x is equal to 1, then what you have to do, just you have to replace the x by 1. So p of 1 equal to 1 square plus 1, that is 2. This is called, this number 2 is called as a value of the polynomial at x is equal to 1. This is only given theoretically. If p of x is a polynomial and k is any real number, that is this one, then the number obtained by replacing x by k, this number obtained by replacing this x by 1 is called as a value of this polynomial at x is equal to k. This is the general definition and it is denoted by p of k. Here we have find the value of p of x at x is equal to 1. So notation value of p at the 1 is p of 1 and we got it as a 2. This type of question is asked for the 1 mark. Let us see some examples. Suppose x 2x square minus 3x plus 1. Find the value of this. This is one of the p of x. Find the value at x is equal to minus 1. Now here k is minus 1. You have to find p of x at x is equal to minus 1. So your p of x is this. Now the p of x की जगह पे क्या रखना है? minus 1. Therefore p of minus 1 equal to 2 as it is. X की जगह पे minus 1 square minus 3 into minus 1. These are the into plus 1. Now 2 minus 1 square 1 minus of minus plus 3 plus 1. This is 2 plus 3 plus 1, that is 6. This 6 is your value of p of x at x equal to minus 1. This is how you can find the value of the polynomial at any point, any real number. Here just you have to replace the number by, you have to replace that variable by that number and perform the addition, subtraction and operation. Whatever the final answer is your value of the polynomial. Next move towards another point which is very important, that is 0 of the polynomial. What is mean by the 0 of the polynomial? It is also called as a root of the polynomial or solution. Okay, getting when it is. Now a real number k is 0. मतलब ये जो k आया था ना हमारा, is ये जो k था, if you got at that where p of x, if and only if value of polynomial at k is equal to 0. Are you getting my point? Means any real number, if you took the any real number for which you are getting the value of the polynomial as a 0. Okay, for example, now your p of x is equal to x square minus 1. This is one of the, now I take here x is equal to 1 times and another time x is equal to minus 1. Okay, here I will take x minus 1, only simple, or x cube. Okay, x cube minus 1. Now I want to find the value of this polynomial at x is equal to 1. Okay, now if x is equal to 1, minus 1 cube minus 1. Now 1 cube is 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. Now at 1 equal to, if I put the value of x is equal to 1, then I get the value of the polynomial is 0. Therefore 1 is 0 of polynomial p of x. Okay, now x is equal to minus 1. If x is equal to minus 1, minus 1 cube minus 1. Now minus 1 cube is minus 1. Minus 1, it is minus 2. Now at x is equal to minus 1, I got the value of the polynomial minus 0, which is not equal to 0. Therefore minus 1 is not 0 of p of x. अगर आपको x की वैल्यू रखने के बाद या वेरिएबल की वैल्यू रखने के बाद पॉलिनोमियल की वैल्यू 1 आती है, पॉलिनोमियल की वैल्यू 0 आती है, तो वो जो नंबर है, ये नंबर था वो 1 की वैल्यू रखी थी, तो दैट is called as a zero of the polynomial. And if you are not getting that number equal to 0, means that value of the polynomial not equal to 0, that means that number is not a zero of given polynomial. On this type, you have to just verify that given number is zero of the polynomial or not. तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? Just you have to put x is equal to that in the p of x. Do the calculation. If you got equal to 0, then that number is a zero of the polynomial. If you don't get, then that time that is not a zero of the polynomial.